Well, how much will the national championship matter for Georgia in recruiting? If this weekend is any indication, they're going to be wearing that trophy out over the next 12 months. I don't even know how long, for a while. And this has really been one thing in that's been the knock against Georgia over the last, however many decades, has been that they've not won the national championship. Well, they got the hardware now, and instead of selling something no one's seen before, Kirby Smart can literally point to the trophy. And over the weekend, Georgia's been doing that. They've been using the trophy as a backdrop, something that the players, or excuse me, the recruits that are coming in can take a look at, touch, feel, whatever you want to call it. Um, this is a real three-man fight right now between Ohio State, Georgia, and Alabama, and Texas A&M is trying to nose their way in there too. But I expect this this opportunity to be something that Kirby and company don't waste. It's going to be their chance to sell to recruit something that they substantively can sell with proof now that you will win the national championship or you can win the national championship when you go to Georgia. And Jimbo and Texas A&M, they can sell that. They can sell you can, but they haven't done it yet. You can, Billy Napier at Florida, I don't really see how he can sell that. LSU, Brian Kelly it can say, hey, the last three men have been the head coach at LSU. They've won the national championship, and I don't think it's at all out of the possibility that Brian Kelly wins at LSU, but that's not happened yet. So there's going to have to be, um, you know, that recruiting piece is not going to be easily used by the LSU Tigers right now. Hey, look, speaking of national championship, make certain that you are signing up to get the book down below, DAWGSTRUCTION. I'm still laying it out right now. We've got, I can't tell you how many pictures we have to go through to get something, this hardcover 80-page full color product out. It's taking a while to do, but the finished product will be well worth your time and money. So I'd encourage you to make sure that you're checking that out down below. Click the link and you can buy it today. There's been, needless to say, a lot of people are taking advantage of it. It's not going to be in bookstores for a while, so make sure that you're ordering it now and you can get it online, shipped directly to you. That trophy, you don't even have to say anything anymore. It's just there, and this won't have as big an effect, obviously, on the 2022 class. They're already basically in the boat, guys. Gunnar Stockton, Malachi Starks, etc. Um, they're already signed to play for Georgia, but the 23, 24, and 25 classes, that's a different situation because now they not only are not really restricted like the 22 class was with COVID stuff. They can move around and see, hey, does this fit me now with Georgia winning the national championship? There's going to be a lot of competition to get onto the field for anybody that's going to Georgia. I mean, there's no question about that. But again, the one thing that rivals have held over Georgia for a long time is that they've not won the national championship, and now for the next 12 months, Georgia gets to hold over everybody else's head. Hey, we are the champions right now, and you can go somewhere else, but we're the champions right now. And it's a delicate thing. Really, recruiting is selling a vision of the future, what your program can do for X, whoever that player may be. And now, what you can include in there is the ability to hoist a trophy and raise a banner um, at Georgia. I do think, I will tell you this, I do think this is something that programs around the SEC at least have probably thought was coming, but have been concerned was coming too. Because you know, once momentum starts, it can be tough to stop. You look at the momentum that Alabama's had for such a long time. It's completely, due to there's another book sale, um, due to Nick Saban's abilities to run a football program. Um, you know, can you say that LSU has momentum right now? No, it doesn't necessarily feel like it because Brian Kelly, if they had momentum, they wouldn't have fired a coach. Same thing for the Gators. At USC, can they get it rolling? They don't have the national championship trophy as it stands right now. I mean, Lincoln Riley didn't win it there. I'm trying to think of the guys who've won it at their school. Nick, Kirby, Dabo. Um, is that it? Because lately, because Orgeron won it at LSU, he's gone. Um, 2014, Urban Meyer's been fired from the Jags. Um, and then obviously Gene Chizik is no longer around. He's a defensive coordinator at North Carolina. So there's only three coaches that can sell that you can win with me here now. I can prove it. I've got the trophy to prove it. Let's look. Clemson's not in the same situation that they were. There's a lot of there's plenty of doubt about the future at Clemson, and I think it's justifiable, just because of the way that this season went for Clemson. Was not a good one. Didn't even win their division. And the ACC, one of the worst leagues, possibly the worst league in college football. Although the Pac-12 really would fight you for that. Um, it comes back down to the same thing we talk about all the time, which is Kirby at Georgia, Nick at Alabama. How long will all of this last for? Are we at the start of something? Are we in the middle or near the end of an epic 10-year fight between those two schools? Um, what recruiting you do now will set you up, probably more importantly, for the new age of college football, which is something that I'll be discussing quite a bit in this offseason. Texas and Oklahoma are headed to the SEC. When that will be looks like further away now than it did earlier, because of the college football playoff not expanding. So I think that and that can change too. I mean, them just saying, "Oh, well, we're leaving to go to the SEC right now," that could change everything for good. But um, we don't know what the new future will be, and winning this year might not be what it takes to win in the future either. And I mean, the thing that truth is, I mean, Nick's not going to be the coach at Alabama forever because at some stage he will retire and move on to a well-deserved retirement. What that will mean for Alabama, I don't know. It almost certainly will not mean Kirby Smart being the head coach there, because he's got what he wants at Georgia and it's his home. So we'll just see. But the using of the trophy, it is the ultimate recruiting tool. And honestly, they can use it for a while. I mean, so long as Kirby's the head coach at Georgia, you can use that as a tool. So long as Nick is there, you can use that as a tool. So long as Dabo is at Clemson, you can use that as a tool. If you're the guy that won it at your school, and my rough math, there's only three of them out there right now, you have total rights to do that. If you're Billy Napier or Brian Kelly or, you know, Lincoln Riley at USC, you can't use the national. You didn't win it there. So, and then if Jimbo were to use it, it'd be kind of pushing it too because he didn't win the college football playoff. He won the BCS. The Crystal Trophy is an awesome trophy. Don't get me wrong, but you got to do it at your place. There's always a next level, and the next level is winning it at your place if you're Jimbo. All right, look, make sure you're taking advantage of the book down below. I appreciate everybody. Saw someone signing up during this. We'll get those books out to you as fast as we can. Don't get left out here. That book's going to be a keepsake, and it's not going to print forever. Make sure that you're signing up right now. We'll see you over on the website.